Shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High God Yahweh, Ba'Shem Mashiach, Kwamalak Yahweh Shai. Want to give a strong shalom to all the brothers and sisters who are staying 10 toes in this thing, man. Staying grounded, keeping the feast days, praying, fasting, doing everything they got to do to make their calling and election sure. Strong shalom to all the children who are following their parents' footsteps. Keeping all the feast days, keeping the commandments, uplifting each other, exhorting the next generation in this thing. Well, I just want to do a quick message today, man. Talk about one of the things that's real popular amongst our people, man. It's a real heavy thing in Israel. It's a heavy thing even with Israelites who know who they are, who know that we the chosen people. It's a thing, man, with these people that want to make covenants with other nations, man, that have self-hate without even realizing it. The ones that want to be with all these other nations instead of being with people of their own lineage or their own seed line, man. But we got to rehearse the righteous acts of our forefathers, man. But let's not play any games, get straight into it. I'm going to go to book of Romans, chapter 15, and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. It says, so everything that is in these scriptures, man, whether it be Old Testament, whether it's in the Apocrypha, whether it's in the so-called New Testament, that these things were written for our learning, man. Whether it was actual law, that was given by the Most High through his servant Moses, whether it was a statute or ordinance that was proclaimed by any of the former prophets, man. Any of the people who were that were walking righteously with the Most High, man, that made these feast days for us to keep, man. I was like, got people that's even arguing about which feast days to keep because they wasn't in Leviticus, man. But when we read throughout the scriptures, our forefathers kept these days, man. So we move in the same steps as our forefathers because everything's written aforetime was written for our learning. They wouldn't tell us about these feast days for no reason. They wouldn't tell us about any kind of moves, essentially, that we supposed to be making in these last days, man. Because of the things that have been from the beginning, the same things as till now, man. We got to remember the days of old and not remember them on just like, looking in your folly and kind of remembering who you were and being like, man, I was the man back then. I had it going on back before I started keeping these commandments, man. No, it's saying remember the days of old because it's saying that everything that we seen before was a story that added up to who we are today, that added up to where we are in this present life, man, in this captivity, in the damn hands of spiritual Egypt, man. We go to 1 Kings chapter 9 and verse 6. It said, but if ye shall at all turn from following me, ye or your children, and will not keep my commandments and my statutes, which I have set before you, but go and serve other gods and worship them, then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, and this house which I have hallowed for my name will I cast out of my sight, and Israel shall be a proverb and a byword among all people. So we are supposed to get that land flowing with milk and honey. I love talking about that all the time because we had it, man. We was that damn close to getting the kingdom, man, to being in our land, dwelling forevermore, living righteously, man. But instead, our people want to envy the oppressor. They want to be like these other nations, man. They want to serve their gods. The gods of the money, the gods of lust, the gods of damn physical things they can obtain, clothes, houses, businesses, all this madness. Everybody put all these things above the Most High. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody, Salaki, but you know what I'm saying. Like all the average person that you see walking around, they don't care about the Most High, man. They don't care about his thoughts. They don't care about where his heart is at, where his motives is at, where his actions are, about what he want his people to be doing. He made Israel for a reason, man. And I ain't talking about the damn landmass. I'm talking about Israel is in the nation. The body of people who are his chosen people. The ones he brought from the dirt, man. The ones that's the sand of the sea. The ones who are the salt of the earth, man. That's the people we talking to. The ones he gave the law, statutes, and commandments to. Said, if ye shall turn from following me, ye and your children will not keep my commandments and my statutes, which I have set before you, and go up and serve other gods and worship them, I will cut off Israel out of the land. And that's exactly what happened, man. He kicked us out, so now we got other people over there in the land wanting to be us. Well, we want to be them. It's a circle of just madness and confusion, man, amongst our people. And they don't want to come out of it. They rather be the proverbs and bywords. They rather claim Dominican and Puerto Rican and Native American and then Cubans and all this madness. When instead you can be who you actually are, what nation you actually come from, being the 12 tribes, man. Being Southern and Northern Kingdom coming back together in righteousness for the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to receive the blessings of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, to live peaceably in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. Verse 8, and at this house, which is high, everyone that passeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss, and they shall say, why hath the Lord done this unto this land and to this house? So everybody else, they look at us like, man, they crazy as hell for going off. Because believe it or not, most people of these other nations, they know who we are, man. When we talk about how we the chosen people, they don't look at it like, oh, it's, you know what I'm saying, that it's something that's far-fetched. They understand. They know what it is. When you go over to Russia and you look at them Russian icons, man, that look like us on the wall. That ain't them. That ain't like these so-called Christian churches, these Catholic churches, and you walk in there and this damn Caesar Borgia and little damn white babies all over the wall, man, in damn diapers with arrows. And that damn Cupid spirit. You know? Like they know who we are. But we refuse to do it. Like that, our people love walking around calling each other gods. Like they, you know, going into that damn 5% doctrine. Because they already know that their foundation came from these scriptures. When the Most High said that ye are gods, man. That we above all this folly and madness that Israel get caught up in, man. But that's why he said everybody else look at us as astonishment and proverb and a byword. They shake their head, man. They hiss their teeth at us like, man, I can't believe these people going off like this. And if we went to the other nations, man, they believe it. But our people are stiff-necked and rebellious. They want to do what they want to do. They want to get caught up in madness and folly. Said, Book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7. I'm going to start at 3. Said, neither, so we going into the law in this situation, man. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto thy son. So the Most High said that he didn't want, you know, these heathen daughters being with our kids, man. To be with our sons. Because our sons have the seed line, man. Read the whole chapter of Numbers 1. And it talk about how everybody was assembling in the name of their fathers, man. Everybody is known by their father. The seed line does not come through the woman. I get tired of even hearing that argument, man. Because that's madness. It don't make any sense. It said, thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. I said, so doing all these things, man, getting with these heathens, is drawing us further and further away from the Most High, man. To the point now where when you try to tell these people that they chosen, you know, and they got to separate from their enemies, that they can't take it. They simply just reject it. They don't know how to handle it because they want to be like the other people so bad. They want to be equal. They want to walk hand in hand with them. You know, feel like we can obtain the same things that they can. That's madness, man. The Lord didn't make us to be like these people. He chose us to be better than them, man. We'll read on and we'll see that here in just a second. Keep going, I'm at verse 5. But this shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy altars and break down their images and cut down their groves and burn their graven images with fire. Hey, we supposed to destroy all these idols that they got, man. When they was sitting there knocking down our temple, ravishing the walls, man, and taking all of our goodly treasures, we are supposed to have been cutting down all their graven images, man. But instead, they cut us down as a people. And then told us to be like them, man. Made them serve under them. You know what I'm saying? To perform they unrighteous decrees, man. Then wicked ordinances that they got. Said verse 6, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So the Lord didn't put so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans here to just be anybody, man. To just be nothing. To be just damn basketball players, be football players, and damn dancers and singers, man. So that's the reason that the Lord called us salt of the earth, because we can do all these things, but we also have discernment and knowledge, wisdom, understanding when it comes to this word, man. That's something that these other nations can't get. So when you following them, following their guys, man, they leading you astray. Leading you astray from who you are and what you should be doing. Verse 7, the Lord did not set his love upon you, nor choose you, because ye were more in number than any people, for ye were the fewest of all people. So he didn't just choose us just because he just felt like it. No, man, he chose us because this is what he wanted to do, man. This was his plan from the beginning. The Lord created all things, man, in his likeness. That's why he made man according to his image, man. Because we are just like the Most High. Read Daniel 9, man. Read Revelation 1. You see that we look just like Hamashiach, and Hamashiach look just like the Most High Yahweh, man. Verse 8, but because the Lord loved you, and because he would keep the oath which he had sworn unto your fathers, hath the Lord brought you out of a mighty hand, and redeemed you out of the house of bondmen, from the hand of Pharaoh, king of Egypt. Saying the Most High has done that time and time again. Got us out of captivity. Got us away from our oppressor. But instead of just leaning on the Most High and his righteousness, we rather dash right back to the wickedness, man. Run right back under them. Talking about we need another savior. We need another king. It's madness, man. Said a lot of people don't want to read the so-called Old Testament because they can't deal with the law, man. Because they can't deal with what the Lord said on telling us how to move, telling us how to deal with our own people as well as these other people, man. We ain't supposed to make marriages with them. Book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. So the Most High called Israel whores, man. He said, because you running after these other nations. Want to lay up with these damn heathens, man. He said, take chiefly a wife of thy seed of thy fathers, and take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets, Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that thou fathers from the beginning, even they that all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed in their children, and their seed shall inherit the land. It says, so when you building up more Israelites, man, you got more people that's gonna fill the kingdom. But instead, man, if you got your daughters getting the seed from a heathen, that son is gonna come out of heathen. He's not gonna come out of Israelite, man. It's lucky. Even though the daughter may be from the 12 tribes, when she laying up with a damn Edomite, damn Moabite, damn Ammonite, Ishmaelite, Elamites, then that's what they gonna come out to be, man. It ain't gonna, just because the daughter being from the tribe of Simeon, she ain't gonna be, the child ain't gonna be Simeon, man. It's gonna be a damn Edomite, man. With a little bit of melanin. So then you making that child go through curses, you know what I'm saying, to getting picked on all his life for no reason. Because he ain't even what people think that he is, man. To think what she is, man. That's madness. I'm gonna go to the book of Ezra. We gotta speak on more situations, man, that happened with our forefathers. Because Ezra, man, he was a mighty priest, man. He wasn't just anybody. You read this whole chapter of Ezra 9, man, it just go into it. But I'm going to read Ezra 9 and 9. It Said, for we were bondmen, yet our God hath not forsaken us in our bondage. Say, he ain't forgetting about us, man, but hath extended mercy unto us in the sight of the kings of Persia, to give us a reviving, to set up the house of our God, and to repair the desolations thereof, and to give us a wall in Judah and in Jerusalem. And now, our God, what shall we say after this? For we have forsaken thy commandments. Going back to that Deuteronomy 7, man, saying not making no marriages with them. We forsaken those commandments. Verse 11, which thou hast commanded by thy servants the prophets, saying, the land unto which ye go to possess it, it is it's an unclean land, with the filthiness of the people of the lands, with their abominations which have filled it from one end to another with their uncleanness. And when you look at like Tel Aviv now, man, they got the biggest damn sodomite parade every year, man. That's wicked. That's supposed to be our land, but we want it to be like the heathens, man. And now the heathens over there making our land be just damn filthy and wicked, disgusting, defiled, man, with damn folly. I think it's completely contrary of what the Most High has said, man. Contrary to what the Most High has provided us to do. These laws, statutes, and commandments. Verse 12. Now therefore, give not your daughters unto their sons. It says, so don't give your daughter over to their sons, man. It's gonna make your daughter start worshiping other gods, man, other than the Most High. It said, neither take their daughters unto your sons, nor seek their peace or their wealth forever. It said, don't seek after their peace, because we already know that, as long as them heathens are over in our land, that it's never going to be peace over there. It's the reason why they constantly at war. It's the reason why they constantly had disputes with all the surrounding land masses. It's because they trying to fulfill something that's not theirs, man. They trying to step up and run something that don't belong to them. So therefore, they always going to have beef. They going to always have static over there, man. It said we ain't supposed to seek their wealth, but that's our people, man. That's all Jake think about is how to be in a bag, how to get rich, how to finesse, how to come up. That's wickedness, man. Don't seek these treasures. We supposed to be storing our treasures in heaven, man, and we do that only through these laws, statutes, and commandments. Sticking to our own kindred is one of those commandments, man. Said that ye may be strong and eat the good of the land, and leave it for an inheritance to your children forever. So we actually would have been keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. We'd be passing that down to our children, and our children will be living in peace. Our children will be living in righteousness. Our children would be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Standing 10 toes for the Most High God, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Being strong for their nation. Eating of the good food, man. But instead, we got damn GMO fruits, man. We got damn vegetables that don't even come from plants originally, man. When we go in Walmart, we go in Schnucks, we go in Aldi, man. These bananas ain't even what original banana look like, man. Original banana is way smaller than what we get here. It's got seeds out the middle of it. You get these yellow bananas, man, you open it up, ain't no seeds in there, man. That's wicked. Said verse 13, and after all that has come upon us for our evil deeds and for our great trespass, seeing that our God hath punished us less than our iniquities deserve, and has given us such deliverance as this. And it said our evil deeds, the Most High should have punished us even more than he has. Like what we go through now, this is nothing compared to what we should have get, man. It said we should have died a long time ago for how wicked and just abominable that we have been over these years, man. Most High could have took us out a long time ago. That's why we got to give him praise that we even made it this far, man. I got to read that again. That verse is so hard. And after all that has come upon us for our evil deeds and for our great trespass, seeing that thou, our God, has punished us less than our iniquities deserve, and has given us such deliverance as this. And he said he's still going to deliver us. Even though we've been this damn wicked and corrupt, he's still going to deliver us. How righteous is the Most High, man? And how wicked are you? Got to examine ourselves, man. Verse 14. Should we again break thy commandments and join in affinity with the people of these abominations? It says, should we break these commandments again? We see what's going on. Should we keep on doing it? Should we keep on living like this? It's madness, man. Wouldst not thou be angry with us till thou hast consumed us, so that there should be no remnant nor escaping? And man, when you look into these scriptures, man, you know 2/3 got to go. 2/3 of Israel ain't going to make it. They're going to get plucked off with the rest of the heathens, man, when the Most High send his son coming back with chariots like a whirlwind, man, rendering anger upon this place, man, coming with a sword, slaying bodies from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth, man. Most High is coming back, man, with vengeance. With vengeance. And our people still caught up in loving these damn heathens, man. Damn blue-eyed white devils. Damn blue-eyed white dragons like Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Damn madness. I'm going to jump into the next chapter. Chapter 10, start at verse 2. And Shechaniah, the son of Jehiel, one of the sons of Elam, answered and said unto Ezra, we have trespassed against our God, and have taken strange wives of the people of the land, yet now there is hope in Israel concerning this thing. Now therefore let us make a covenant with our God to put away all the wives, and such as are born of them, according to the counsel of my Lord, and of those that tremble at the commandment of our God, and let it be done according to the law. See that? Going back to the law, man. It said, our people said, man, we got to make a covenant with the Most High to get rid of these damn heathens. How many of our people can actually do that, man? How many people are actually going to rise up for the Most High against the evildoers, man? That's the book of Psalms 94 and 16, man. Who going to rise up, or who going to rise up for him against the workers of iniquity, against the evildoers, man? How many of our people can actually do that? But these laws, man, they slice up our people. That's why when you try to bring this stuff out to them, they just say, oh, you can't judge me. When it's like, no, because if we going back to these laws, a lot of these laws, when you disobey these laws, you were put to death. We can't even put you to death because we under captivity right now. We can't even do that because that'd be breaking Esau laws and you get damn jammed up. But if you actually keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, you ain't got to worry about the Lord killing you off. You should be seeking that eternal life, man. And I'm going to jump to verse 5. Then arose Ezra and made the chief priests and Levites and all Israel to swear that they should do according to this word, and they swear. So he told them, he's like, hey, man, y'all going to do that. Y'all got to do it. And they swore by it. They said, for sure, we going to do it. But do our people listen, man? Lie. Damn near never. So it take for the Most High to literally have to work on people to get them to turn over, man. It take years of planting these seeds for people to even turn around. So that's why the only thing we can do is just keep on telling people what they got to do in these last days and have hope that the Most High will pull them out of these strongholds, get these chains off their neck, man. So I'm going to go to verse 10. And Ezra the priest stood up and said unto them, ye have transgressed and have taken strange wives to increase the trespass of Israel. He said, so y'all making more children with these heathens, man. The only thing y'all doing is increasing the trespasses of Israel, man. Y'all stacking sin upon sin, making more damn iniquities out of Israel, man. Said, now therefore make confession unto the Lord God of your fathers, and do his pleasure, and separate yourselves from the people of the land and from the strange wives. And then all the congregation answered and said with a loud voice, as thou hast said, so must we do. So that's when they start recognizing their follies, man, their faults. Start realizing that this is actually something easy. This is something that's completely attainable. This ain't hard, man. It's not hard to separate yourself from the enemy, to loose the bands of their wickedness, man. You can do it, but you can only do it through the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You can't just give in to your folly and burn it in your lust. Said book of 1 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, and the Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites. See, our people was just going off, man. And the Lord had to break that thing down to show them exactly who they've been messing with, to show them how much they've been going off. The Most High said, I got your receipts, man. I know what you've been up to. It's like, because the Lord know us, man. Our people love to be like, well, God knows my heart. And you're right. He definitely does. He know that it's desperately wicked. Go to the book of Sirach, chapter 26, and verse 19. 26:19. My son, keep the flower of thine age sound, and give not thy strength to strangers. Say, you can't be giving your strength over to strangers. And what is that strength? The seed, the lineage. Giving it over to heathens, man. Just giving up your lot, giving up your inheritance, man. Your heritage, your cultures, just giving it away, man. Just handing it right over on a silver platter. Verse 20. Then thou hast gotten a fruitful possession through all the field. Sow it with thine own seed, trusting in the goodness of thy stock. You say you got to trust in the goodness of your own seed line, man, of your own people. You got to sow it amongst your own, man. You can't have good soil and you're trying to plant it right there with weeds, man. That's not going to produce no good fruit. Read on. 21. So thy race, which thou leavest, shall be magnified. Well, we thought race wasn't in the scriptures. We thought that the Most High was just talking to all people. You got to read this thing, man. It says, so thy race, which thou leavest, shall be magnified. So you left your race behind. People are leaving their race behind, giving they children over to these damn heathens, man. Having a big old wedding, slicing up the cake, taking all these pictures together, trying to live like one big happy family, man. That's off. Said, having the confidence of their good descent. Said, a harlot shall be accounted as spittle, but a married woman is a tower against death to her husband. And a wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So you actually get a righteous woman when you fear the Lord. Not dealing with these damn heathens. Not wanting to be like them. Not wanting to walk hand in hand with your oppressor, man. Let me get a couple more. I'm going to get ready to close this thing up. 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 10. Neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured. So don't be like your forefathers, man, murmuring about these laws, statutes, and commandments, and were destroyed of the destroyer. Now all these things happen unto them for ensamples, and they are written for our admonition, Salaki, upon whom the ends of the world are come. Wherefore, let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall. Say, you don't want to end up falling in this thing, man. Falling by the wayside. Being fallen to the destroyer, man. The destroyer of the Gentiles. He's on his way, man. Read that in Jeremiah 4:7, man. Verse 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Wherefore, my dearly beloved, flee from idolatry. And that's what happens, man. When our people start lusting after these heathens, they start damn worshiping the ground that they walk on, man. They start forgetting their people, start forgetting their culture, start forgetting the ways that they supposed to move, the things that they supposed to be doing, because they want to be like the people that they around, man. But these people don't love you. We see that time and time again throughout history, whether it's the damn policy overseers that are killing our people, whether it's the ones that's passing all these laws to keep us down as a nation, whether it's the ones who got they foot on your neck at the plantation, man, at the so-called workplace, the ones that's holding you back from being greatness, the ones that are trying to continuously get you to go off any way possible, the ones that put in all these commercials a mixed couple. In every so-called black TV show, you have nothing but mixed couples now. Mixed couples and sodomites. Because they're not promoting the households like the Huxtables. They're not promoting the households like Uncle Phil and Aunt Viv, man. They're not promoting the households that we saw growing up, man. Even when we watched the cartoons growing up, Rugrats, man, they got the new Rugrats out, and Susie, man, her whole life is just jammed up, man. Whole life just jammed up. They not promoting households of our people, training up children the way they should go, being in a happy household, living established, not just going off, being like the heathens, man. I'm going to close out with this one. Book of Sirach, chapter 6, verse 13. This is a classic amongst Israel, man. Separate thyself from thine enemies and take heed of thy friends. Said that's plain, man. That's plain. And it's time to grow up and start separating from these damn heathens, man. Said gather back together. The nation not desired, man. So you got that in Zephaniah 2:1. You got that in Genesis 49. Our people need to start getting back together and rid themselves of these covenants with the heathen, man. But with that, I hope that y'all was edified, giving all praises, glory, and honor to the Most High God Yahweh, Ba'ashem Mashiach, Kwam Yahweh Shai. I love y'all, Israel. Kwam Yashala. Shalom.